What's going on YouTube? Nathan back with another video presentation. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's off to a great week. Hope everybody's staying safe. Before we get into the video, there's a few things I need to say up front. So, episode 4 of my podcast has officially been distributed. It's complete. I uploaded it last night. You can check it out on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts. Yeah, I had to break it up a little bit. So the previous two videos that you've seen that were uploaded by Ram of the 76ers and then Nick Ogumake being left off, the Team USA roster, Candace Parker as well, in favor of, favoritism and politics. So check those out if you haven't that already. Again, I do appreciate the support that I've been getting on this channel. If you are liking the content that you're seeing, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You want to see things like this, definitely leave your suggestions in the comments below. But tonight, it's episode 5. We got a lot to get into tonight. Let's talk about the Mystics defeating the Seattle Storm. The Phoenix Suns up 2-0, and the Atlanta Hawks still won tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Baltimore Orioles on a 5-game losing streak. So let's get into it. Baltimore Orioles lost again tonight. They got embarrassed, 13-0 by the Houston Astros. Just a disgraceful performance. Like the pitching is just so, it's terrible. I'm really trying to I really wanted to say something else, but I just decided to just keep my composure. Tommy Esselman, 4 innings, 8 hits, gave up 6 runs. And then we brought up the knuckleballer, Mickey Jansen. He was no help at all. 3 innings, 8 hits, gave up 7 earned runs, walked 4. And then Dylan Tate came in there for an inning and 2 batters. Struck out 3. The Orioles could only muster 6 hits. I don't know what else y'all want me to say. They stink. And I feel really bad for Brandon Hyde because he essentially just put out, again, if your name is not Ryan Mountcastle, Cedric Mullins, Trey Mancini. I know DJ Stewart's trying to, I think DJ Stewart, I think his time up here in Baltimore is officially as a rat. But, man, Freddie Galvez, Pat Valenka, these are just filler-ins. They're nothing. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm sticking with it. I think the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Baltimore Orioles are going to have the first and second overall pick in this next year's draft because the Diamondbacks, they're worser, but we really there's nothing else to say. So we open up a 4-game series against Toronto, and I guarantee you, I just have a feeling we're going to lose all 4 games. That's just how I just because and we got the first game, but Saturday afternoon we were up 7-1, and we lost that game. We deserved to lose that game, and then Sunday, Father's Day, we lost, and then to come out this whole series. Monday, there was a no-hitter until Maikel Franco broke that up. And then Tuesday, lost 3-1. And then last night, we just get shellacked. So I don't know what else to say about the Orioles. Just we'll see what happens tomorrow. But the game tomorrow starts at 7:07. I believe it will be who is pitching. Let's see. It has to be John Means, I'm thinking. Hold on. I want to see who's starting tomorrow. Because they're not playing the way they should. But I mean, they are. It's just disappointing. Hurts. Dean Kramer takes the mound tomorrow. It's 0-6. It's an ERA of 6 against K, who's 0-2 and has an ERA of 6.4. Yeah, so that should be interesting to watch. That game will be on at 7:07 tomorrow evening. Let's transition into the WNBA, where I was able to smile a little bit. I had to make myself feel a little better. The Washington Mystics defeated the Storm. I was really on the edge of my seat. This was a really, really great game. This really felt like a playoff game to me. Um, I've said this beginning of the season when Deladon, Emma, all of them come back healthy. I'm telling you, the Mystics are going to be a team where they're they're going to go on a run, and I mean Tina Charles, uh, Theresa Plaisance. I mean, like they're doing their thing. But I mean, Tina Charles. I mean, we can at this point we could really put her in the MVP conversation. Um, I mean, just balling. I mean, everybody was getting some tonight. I mean, last night. The only thing is, Kiara Leslie didn't play because she's in concussion protocol. Maisha Hines didn't play because she something. It was her knee. Natasha Cloud, believe it was her ankle. Deladon obviously her back, recovering from back surgery, and Erica McCall was out. So just everybody stepped up when they needed to. My only thing is when you're Washington, going against a team like Seattle. I mean, I think everyone has at this point been trying to challenge Seattle. The biggest thing is you got to make shots and play defense. Joey Lloyd, who scored a 3,000 point. Congratulations to Joey Lloyd. She had 23. Brianna Stewart had 17. Sue Bird, played 33 minutes, only had 7 points. Candice Dupree. I mean, when it counted the most, Washington was playing. The defense. There was some times down the stretch where Washington's defense lacked, but they picked it up on offense. Again, Tina Charles left away with another double, 34. Leilani Mitchell. I think this was probably I would say in my personal opinion, one of her better games I've seen of this year. 6 of 13 from the field, 5-11 from three. Ariel Atkins kind of had like an off night, 4-12 from the field, and then 2 of 6 from three. But she was making up for it by helping the others create shots, and she was actually the only one I believe that had 4 fouls. I think it was 4 or 5 fouls. So, Sydney Wees, she contributed with 5 points, and then we saw the debut of Megan Gustafsson, if I'm saying that right, former member of the Dallas Wings. We signed her. A little disappointed it wasn't Kalani Brown or Elena Coates, but that's cool. Welcome to the team. She only had 1 bucket. I mean, she had 2. She took 50. She took 2 shots. She missed 1 from 3, but 6 rebounds, 2 points. The most important thing is on the defensive side of the ball. Washington, did really well, but I think when you're playing against a team like Seattle, again, I think the biggest key is making shots and playing defense. And I'm really glad to see someone like Theresa really getting an opportunity. I felt like when she was in Dallas, who was the coach? Oh my gosh, his name escapes me. He's the assistant now. He really didn't. She really didn't get the opportunity. She didn't get the development. I thought she was going to get. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, just I'm saying, watch out when this team will get hot when when everyone's healthy. When the Mystics are healthy, I think again they are a top two, top three team, and they're contenders for the NBA championship. But wait till that second half of the season after the All Star break, y'all. Mark my words. So this was a good win. And this was a big win too. This is a big win. I felt like it was to me. Um, it just damn. I'm sitting there going like, if you remember in the last year, I was like, ugh, okay. I think when we played them, we never played them this year so far. No, we didn't. So this is our first matchup against them, and that felt to me that felt like a champion. That felt like a playoff game to me. Um, and also again, I want to congratulate Tina and Ariel making Team USA. Fun fact: Tina Charles and I share the same birthday, so shout out to Sagittarius. I just wanted to point the little fun fact out. So we play those Los Angeles Sparks 10:30 tomorrow. I mean today. Well, yeah, tomorrow. Last time we faced them, it was a home game. We played really well. Um, and the Sparks are coming off a roll. Oh, they played the Liberty and they lost that game. But I think that's going to be a good game. I see the Mystics winning that game. I don't see. I still don't know where Chene and Nika Gumike are as far as where they're ready, where they're at as far as ready to play. But the last time we saw this team was 14 days ago. We beat them 89-71. The best, biggest thing with the Sparks, if I remember in that game, they turned the ball over and turned it into 37 points. If I'm saying that stat correctly, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. So I'm definitely gonna look forward to that game. So go Mystics. Okay, game two. We're going to transition into the NBA. The Phoenix Suns are up 2-0 against the Los Angeles Clippers. I was on the edge of my seat for this one. I was disappointed Paul George did not make those two free throws. I'm not going to go as far as saying that he's back to playing pandemic P because that's happened. Oh, excuse me. What's this? I apologize. Someone tried to call me. Um, I'm not going to go as far as saying he's playing pandemic P. Um, I've seen moments like that where it's happened. I think he was thinking about the next moment, not the free throws, in my personal opinion. But again, we're getting on Paul George for missing two free throws. Cameron Payton and DeAndre Ayton, they scored a combined 53 points. Chris Paul is not there. Uh, let's look at the box score here. I'm looking at Marcus Morris, very inconsistent. 3-11 from the field. Uh, Patrick Beverly, who actually I think really should be in that starting lineup because I noticed he was able to get around Ayton screens, and I think he did pretty well. So I really see that adjustment. But Paul George, yeah, okay, he did have a sloppy game, 10 of 23 from the field, 1 of 8 from three, 26. But I'm looking at the bench, like DeMarcus Cousins had 2 fouls, and he has now, I believe, has been assessed as a tech with that push on Devin Booker. But I mean, I'm pretty sure Devin Booker said something to him, but it's neither here nor there. Um, you know, The Suns are down 0-2, and we've seen them in this position before. I'm gonna say it again. Ty Lue has to come out and say, "Hey, listen, give the Phoenix Suns credit. They have played 2 great games. Devin Booker is a great player. We're gonna go home. We're gonna win Game 3. We're gonna win Game 4, 5, and 6, and people are going to say what a great comeback this is." Yeah, I just think the defensive adjustments, the Clippers are going to have to make. But again, we've seen what Ty Lue down 0-2 has done. The last play of the game, and y'all going to see the thumbnail. I have the thumbnail of that. I'm thinking, I'm surprised that I really thought that was goaltending. Give that. I mean, that was a good pass from Crowder. People were over exaggerating. That's the greatest pass I've ever seen. But there was a couple things that went wrong with that. You switch off everything on that. If you're the Clippers, but Chris Paul may play Game 3. We'll see. But the Phoenix Suns, man. I got to give some love to Jay Crowder. I mean, even other than Chris Paul, Jay Crowder, man, that boy he is a vocal leader on the floor. And he just plays with a different type of energy that that you really have to appreciate. I wish I had a guy like that on my team. Devin Booker is a superstar. Deandre Ayton proved while he was number 1 overall pick. Everyone was saying, "Oh, who's the best?" Luka, Trey. DeAndre Ayton played a really great game. You just got to tip your hats off to the Phoenix Suns. They played well. And there's small adjustments that Ty Lue and the Clippers are going to do. They're going to be home these next 2 games. And it's not like these games have been blowouts. They've been very close. There's just little mistakes here and there. Paul George turned the ball over 3 times. The silly fouls, like Patrick Beverley had 4 fouls. Terrence Mann had 5. DeMarcus Cousins, you got to like Cousins and Zubac should not be on the floor together. One of them has to be start on the floor, not both. So I think the lineup, again, I think it should be Beverley, Reggie, Paul. I'm going to say I would really like to see Luke Kennard out there starting, or Nicholas Batum. The lineup he had against Dallas and Utah, I'm surprised he's not using that more. But I think the Clippers will win game. I think they will win Game 3. I believe the Clippers are going to win this series. No disrespect to the Phoenix Suns, but I appreciate what Paul George said at the press conference. We I got to play better. We're more confident. We're down 0-2. So again, just a minor adjustments, and we'll take it from there. So we're going to transition into tonight's game. The Atlanta Hawks, they defeated the Milwaukee Bucks 113-116. There's a couple of things I want to show y'all in this game. First and foremost, let me just say this. Trae Young is a star. He's definitely the Hawks have my respect. No, I'm being real. The Atlanta Hawks have my respect. Trae Young, since he came out of Oklahoma, I've always been a fan. My only issue with Trae Young is his there's a couple things when it came to shooting and his dribbling, just being consistent. And tonight, I'm not taking anything away from true Trae Young. I'm not. I'm more disappointed in the Milwaukee Bucks because you gave that game away. I'm going to look for the play. I'm looking at it right now where it's a Trae Young play. It's a pick and roll. According to I was watching Inside the NBA before I went live, and Shaq said it wasn't a pick and roll. It was. I can find it. I think it was right before half. Here we go. There's a couple things I want y'all to pay attention to in this game, and this is where Mike Budenholzer needs to make the adjustments. Brook Lopez should not be starting, nor or Bobby Portis. Watch this. So we're going to slow this down, okay? Because I want y'all to see this. See that? No, I'm going to give him. No, Drew Holiday, I'm disappointed because he gave up on this play. But this is Bobby Portis. He's setting a screen. You're either going to make Trae Young be a passer or a shooter. Basketball IQ on the defensive side of the ball, if I see his man caught in a pick, I'm going to step up in the shooter's face and make him be a passer. I'm not going to leave a guy open and go. See, look. Donovan Mitchell, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard. I'll even say before John Wall, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie. You can't let shooters like this. This was this bad defense, and this is where again, Mike Budenholzer, who's been here, who's been in this situation. He was a former coach for Atlanta Hawks. You have to make the adjustment. Brook Lopez had a look at the box score. Let's look at the box score together, y'all. He had 7 points and 1 rebound. That's nothing. Bobby Portis played 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, he gave me 8 rebounds, 11 points. But when you look at this play, this is just bad defense. I'm not going to let a guy – I'm either going to let him get I think Trae had 11 assists. 11 assists or 48 points. I'm not going to let him get both. That's not going to happen. And the Milwaukee Bucks, they make so many silly mistakes. So many silly mistakes. And these are just a couple plays where Brook Lopez is like they're just letting him he's just afraid to step up. And it's the same thing in the series against Brooklyn. Why is Brook Lopez on the floor? Bobby Portis or Tony Snell, somebody. Not Tony Snell. Not Tony Snell. I apologize. Bobby Portis even put Giannis's brother out there. Like, this lineup is too big compared to Atlanta. And on top of that, Clint Capella had 19 rebounds. But Milwaukee's bench played poor, in my opinion. Besides Bobby Portis, He had Jeff Teague, Pat Connaughton, and Brian Forbes. I told you, Forbes to me is a poor man's J.R. Smith. Pat Connaughton, I know he's better than this. He was 0-4 from 3, 1-6 from the field. And I don't really understand this +4, but yeah, he had 5 rebounds, but 4 points. And then Jeff Teague didn't do anything. So I expect a better game from Chris Middleton. He was 0-9 from 3. Lord have mercy. And then Drew Holiday, he picked it up, after a bad, he kind of, to me, had a disappointing series in Brooklyn. But Milwaukee, man, they let one get away. They let one get away. Very let one get away. I'm disappointed in the Bucks. They just make so many silly mistakes. And, we're going to – I just – But the thing is, on that play, it doesn't matter if it was a pick and roll. You got to step up on that. I don't care if he gets picked, crossed up. You got to step up. But see, again, like I told you, it's a different type of basketball, and but I kind of want to play this clip to show y'all what I mean, because this is where I disagreed with Shaq. I want you guys to hear this, because this is where, because also too, you got to understand. See, Shaq is a different type of center. Brook Lopez is now he can step back and shoot the 3. The league is different from when Shaq played and today. It's different.
That was shortened to the point. So what do they have to do better?
First of all, Ernie, me and Kenan, we talked about it before the game. We talked about it at halftime.
And we're going to talk about it now.
Every time they run a pick and roll, the center is below the free throw line.
Do we have that play?
You can just show any play.
Well, no, you
ain't got to show a particular play. Let's show.
Well, but Kenny does one.
Because all right, wait, freeze it here. Go back. Start it over. And if you freeze it here, well, we can't see where Bobby is. But right now, Bobby.
Well, I saw where he was. He was in the paint.
Here is actually in the paint. So freeze it there. Freeze it there.
That's not a pick.
This is a pick.
If he gets lost or picked, Trae Young.
Somebody. This is where, on a pick and roll, hedge, and this is where, again, last time I checked, this is where communication, like when you look at Phoenix, Jay Crowder, he's communicating with the guys. I didn't see that.
Is wide open. And if I'm the point guard and I'm Drew Holiday, there's no way I'm going to be able to guard a guy dancing. So now, as the play develops, you'll see where Bobby Portis is coming.
That's very disappointing on Drew Holiday. He just gave up on that play. See, and then on top of this, no one steps up. I would have sat Drew down. I would have sat Bobby down for a couple minutes.
Way, John Collins, that he could be in the paint there and guard the most prolific scorer. Second to maybe Devin Booker.
Wait, they said to pick on him. That ain't no pick. He recovered and he got crossed up. Stop. What's bragging about?
No,
they said they started to pick on him. That ain't no pick. He recovered and
I'm sorry.
he got crossed up. Stop it, Joe.
No, he didn't get crossed up.
What? Huh?
There's another man there that he's got to avoid.
Listen to Shaq again, y'all.
No, they said they started to pick on him. That ain't no pick. He recovered and he got crossed up. Stop it. He got crossed up. Huh?
There's another man there that he's got to avoid.
He went under.
He's avoiding a man.
He went under.
Right. If there's help there, Shaq. If I'm not saying he didn't get crossed up. You're right. However,
he did get crossed up, but there was a pick and roll though.
And if he doesn't, if you got to avoid someone as a point guard, and if you don't have any kind of help, you're going to get danced on by Steph Curry. You're going to get.
It's got to be a big guy is useless. It's like this dude had time to shake, shimmy, and line up everything. The big guy is useless.
Because
See,
he's
look.
avoiding this.
Hold on,
he's
wait,
going
wait.
around. I can't
Hold
get
on.
hit.
Right,
So he did a good job.
He recovered.
Now
He
I'm
right
trying-
there.
He recovered, but that's where Bobby Portis has to step up. It doesn't matter if it was a pick and roll. But I just think that, and I'll leave this video in the description for y'all. But I just gave off a couple guys, I mean, that I know instantly if that's a pick and roll, they're going to shoot the ball. But they got to step up on those screens. And Milwaukee, they have to make a defensive adjustment. They got to play smaller with Atlanta. Like, I don't know. And Mike Budenholzer, I just don't really think he gets it. I don't. I truly don't, because I don't know what it's going to take. I mean, Mike Budenholzer got outcoached tonight. He got outcoached. Plain and simple. He has to make the adjustments. You cannot have no big guy up there, because disappointing. I'm just looking at this box score, and Milwaukee's gonna come out better. They're gonna come out better. So that's gonna do it for first. This was part 1 of episode 5. Part 2 will come out tomorrow. Well, no, actually, let me take that back. So this was just episode 5. So we'll be on episode 6. So we game 3 of the Suns. Game 2 is Friday. Bucks got to win that game. That's a must win. You can't let Atlanta take 2 on you. You cannot let it happen. You cannot. And I agree with Giannis. Me personally, let me just show y'all this play. Where is it? I just want to show y'all this real quick before then I'm in the video. But me personally, and this is why I think I would probably be the most hated teammate if I was in the NBA. I'm not gonna let no guy. I'm not gonna let any player as like this shimmy and just stand there. I'm cussing guys. Me personally, I'm not letting it happen. I'm tearing these guys a new one. I'm cussing them out like, bro, what was that? Like that's embarrassing. I'm not letting nobody shimmy on that. If that happens again, you're going to see me with a hard foul and a tech and ejected from the game. That's just me. But I give the Atlanta Hawks credit. They played their ass off, and and to me tonight, they looked like they wanted it more. And Trae Young's put himself on the map. I need to see what happens after this series, and we'll take it from there. But that's going to do it for episode 5. If you enjoyed it, give me your thoughts, your reactions to it. Episode 6 will be out Friday. So if you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Please hit that like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace. Stay up.